Well, welcome all to qualifying of the Whisky Racing League race for Azerbeidzjan in the city of Baku. We're gonna start off with qualify, and well, in that case, we'll just have to wait if the drivers are ready. So we got a lovely intro of F1. Tonight I will be joined by WRL Laidback. So Laidback, are you here?
Yeah. What's up?
What's up, dude? Oh, nice, we got rain.
In Azerbaijan, how do you make it up?
Yeah,
Oh,
this is insane because we both did the track. We drove the track, and it's difficult enough in the dry. So, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, castle section for a lot of drivers is always going to be a challenge, but in the rain, people are going to be even more so scared to take that fast. So I'd imagine either A, people are going to be taking risks and crashing out in castle more so, or B, they're going to be super slow in castle section, and then one or two people are going to be having really good times, whereas everybody else does not.
Yeah.
So we will see.
And it looks like we got our first driver out. It's WRL Scaffa.
Yeah, Scaffa is reserving tonight for the Plus 045 in the Red Bull.
Yeah.
He drove half a season in the Whisky season before this, so a stable driver, so we'll see what happens.
Well, he's the first one that's taking risks, just to get noticed on the track. Also, I have the live feed and onboard feed of Easy Eye Dave, and it looks like he's also ready to go. Let's see. So
Some yellow flags here.
in second one already. Let's spot it. Oh, it's Toro Rosso driver of Mackie, who overshot, looks like turn 3?
I believe so, yes. It's one of the 90-degree corners.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for rivals to pass by. So conditions are treacherous already. WRL Hamilton is in the pit, he's in blue, the both Renault teammates, and the other one is Joker Vince. Well, we're gonna start the onboard with WRL Scaffa because he will be the first one to go over start finish line. Let's see what he makes of his run. Top speeds on this track are really high. I bet even in the rain you can see something. Yes. Well, even in the rain on the second DRS straight, they're hitting over 300.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. By the looks of it, Scaffa is going for a quite decent banker lap, but I can also see that Slendy, we're gonna switch to him, is closing already on him, so... Looks like for now Slendy will gonna post the first fastest time. And Dave just did an outlap and got back in, I see. Scaffa and Slendy are both entering section 3 and going up to the main straight. So let's see what the first time can produce.
I saw Hamilton is starting his flying lap soon. Or is on his flying lap? No, he's on his out lap, so... What you know?
And the first time that will be posted is of Scaffa in a 1:57.5 and it's Slendy in a 1:56.3. So that's quite a bit faster.
55.3, 2 seconds there.
Oh, 55.
On my screen.
Yeah,
At least.
sorry. Yeah, it's in the purple, so just difficult to see. Well, let's see. In third place we have the social move with a 1:57.9. Well, disqualified looks like it's all about taking risks. And let's see what Hamilton is doing. He's on
Starting
the
his
final.
flying lap now.
Starting his flying lap, okay. He's the winner of our last race in Canada. Let's see if he can enjoy the wet weather.
Well, he always had an image of liking wet racing, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Let's see if he makes up his watch. Ooh, that was a big slide. Did you see it?
Yeah, it was lost his back end there. He will have lost the hit the wall. Yes, this will hurt him for at least a second.
Yeah,
I don't think he
probably it
has
will.
a shot at pole with this lap. But I know Hamilton, and he always likes to have extra fuel in his car, and he does a number of laps too much qualifying. That seems to be the best approach for most people.
Ah, okay. Now, with this kind of weather, the tires won't go off, so in this case, it's smart to do. Yellow in second.
Oh
one.
dear.
Brown
Brigadier out.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the wall. And we're switching back to Hamilton with is on the main straight, finishing up his lap.
And there he goes.
He goes to pole.
With only one.
Including the big
That
slides.
is a difference of 200s.
Yeah, it's minimum. But he also had a big slide, and we got another yellow. Let's see who it is. It's Mackie again. So he's struggling in the rain.
Going into 2017 season, Lewis Hamilton.
Let's see, Dave is in his fast lap. Looks like it. Yes, he is. So Easy Dave in the Haas is attempting his first run. And I thought I saw behind him Hamilton sliding all over the place. And we have another yellow. Couldn't see who it is. It was Joker Vince. They had some damage on the front right. And we're gonna switch back to Dave. It's the last. Only Dave and Mason Blue need to complete or have to set a lap. Which Dave is currently doing, and Mace is still in the pits with under 3 minutes to go. So let's see what the jump of Easy Dave will be. Currently in 9th position.
Bested only by Senna at 65 poles.
also seeing Slendy and they've moved up to third position. Slendy, Scaffa and Socialmute are out for a second run. We have yellow in sector 1. Is it a short yellow? Looks like it. Yes.
Special guest Jesse Morton and AKG.
So I'm gonna follow Slendy for a while, because he was the first one who got out for the second run. And what you told me, the part of the castle looks very slippery.
Yep. And you're definitely going to see the people that have confidence, even in wet racing, and the people that don't. Because we can see a gap in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's starting some gaps. So it's definitely some difference there.
Yeah, that is, if you see the lap times, there's a big difference. In fact, there are somewhat of, what is it, 12, 15 seconds of a difference?
Yeah, the last one there is a 208, but I suspect that will be improved. But Mackie with a 202, that's already an 8-second difference.
Yeah.
So for sure, some people that struggle in the rain.
That's the thing, that's true. Let's see, Slendy started his fast lap, flying lap. And the way I look at this, it's quite the normal guys who are up front again. No surprise here, do you think?
I don't think so. It looks like a 3-driver fight at the moment, although Dave has come in and posted a time before Vodka, so we got top 4 now. Usually it's only 3 guys. We got Hamilton, Slendy and Vodka, the usual suspects, but Dave's got himself in between there, so we'll see if we can keep it up during the race. As we see qualifying wind down to the last 10 seconds there. We'll see if Slendy manages to improve himself.
Let's see the fight for the pole. So Hamilton did it just in only 1 lap. Different than that he does normal. And I can
that is
see
different. I'm used to him doing it the other way.
Second screen that ECI Dave is a little bit up on his time. It's about 2/10 going into the castle.
2/10 should get him still behind Slendy, so he still needs 2 more tenths to get him up into that second position.
Certainly see some interesting overtakes.
Well, Slendy goes to... Let's see. He didn't improve.
How was that? Still seconds.
Yeah, he didn't improve.
It's up to Dave, see what he does.
Probably won't gonna make it. Watching the second screen, we'll skip to them. Just going to the fast left-right combo. So somebody grayed out. And he isn't gonna make it.
Alright, Vodka coming in too. What we do? Yes, Vodka takes pole.
Nice.
3/10. Unexpected there. Came back from a not so good time there.
He did really good on that lap. And it's about 3/10 he improved, so that was a good effort. We got North 06 is also on the track, but is driving really slow. So it's waiting for him to cross the finish line. Does he have a problem, or what do you think?
I think he's in his in-lap at the moment.
Well, he said he retired. Well, let's see and hope the race will also be in the rain. Got a screenshot from this?
Alright. I do indeed. Took it.
Good job.
So we see we have 3 guys in the 55s, 1 guy in the 54, and then 56, 57, 58, 02, and 08.
Could it be that, well, we've seen the problems of Mackie, but could it be Joker just wanted to put in a lap so that he didn't start at the back at all, but just to keep his car in good shape?
I doubt it. I mean, Azerbeidzjan you can't overtake on the straight, but sticking behind the driver in sector 2 is tricky. I think he just struggled with the wet conditions.
Okay, now, well, we're up for a dry race, so let's see what the drivers in the back can do. I think I'm gonna stick with third place driver of Slendy for the start, so we get the best all-round view. Could you watch the mid-pack?
I'll hop to 06, somewhat in the back. See what happens there. Hopefully we have a clean start here.
Yeah. Well, we all like to see somebody who is going to be a first corner hero. And we have a good start for Slendy. And Dave is... Oh, one of the Red Bulls is going good. And it's Dave who's trying
Oh, Dave, ahead of Slendy now. Dave ahead of Slendy. Oh!
And a spin of one of the... Well, it's a three-way battle for second place, and it's Hamilton in second, and Slendy back to third. Easy Dave drops to fourth. And the Red Bull of Scaffa is also trying to overtake Easy Dave. Ooh, Hamilton with a mistake. Big slide, Slendy is overtaking for second. Burst off the ball from Hamilton. A lot of happening here in lap 1. Just in case, I'm writing it down for the podium interviews. Got an overtake from Scaffa on Dave, and Dave just slides back and he gains, what is it, 4th position? Have left the session. Do you see why?
I did not see.
Okay, well, we got 2 nice battles on track. First battle is Slendy and Hamilton, and the second one is Easy Dave and Scaffa.
Shout out to Billy Munger, aka Billy Wiz.
Let's see a bit more to the back. There's something going on. Oh, the gaps are quite big. So Simute is grayed out, so it looks like he has a connection error. Could you do something to re-invite him?
Already did.
Good job.
I have some experience in doing this, so...
Probably more than mine. Well, in first place we have Team Zandvoort, followed just over a second by Slendy. Third is for WRL Hamilton. It's Easy Dave. 5th goes to WRL Scaffa, who is trying to prepare an attack on Easy Eye Dave. In 6th place we have 0606, both cases 0606. 7th is Brown Brigadier. Mason Blue in 8th. Sphinx in 9th. Social Mood grayed out in 10th. And Mackie in 11th. And he's a way back. So look, did he have a issue in turn 1? There was a problem with 06, he just got overtaken by Brown Brigadier. And it's Hamilton who is lining up Slendy to prepare an attack on the fast straight. We're going into the castle section, it looks like. And he's within the second, so he could get DRS. Yes, is the castle section. So if he makes a good run from here into the final 2 turns, well, he had a bit of a slide. And Social Mood is rejoined again. Lucky for us. And also lucky for him, maybe he could get points. And Hamilton had a little slide again, but still is within the 1 second mark, so he could get the DRS. Yes, his rear wing flaps open, and let's see, stop speed, just couldn't see it. Other fights, yes, between 06, he's going into the pit, so probably has a little damage, and there is a yellow sector 3 who is there. Let's see, 06 has right front wing damage, and he's in the box. Let's see if they change it. Yes, they will, and he's going to the medium tires. So he probably wants to try and go to the end. Pit exit for 06, nice and clean exit. And let's see what. Oh, Slendy is closing in on Team Vodka Shot with Hamilton right behind them. Within a second in the castle section. Let's see what happens on the main straight. We're following Slendy, so if he makes a move on Vodka Shot, we can see it. And if Hamilton makes a move on Slendy, we also can see it. And it looks like the only one who has DRS would be Hamilton. Top speed is around 328 kilometers per hour. That's a lot. He's in rich fuel mode, so he really wants to make an attack. Churchill couldn't rejoin for some reason. Are there any other fights down the track? No. So we'll keep the vision with Slendy and WRL Hamilton. And we have a pit stop from the Joker Vince B. He's going to get another front wing, and he switches to the... What is it? Soft tire? Yes, it's the soft tire for Joker. Probably won't get to the end, but maybe in the final stage. Oh dear. That didn't sound good.
No, Hamilton just knocked part of his front wing because Slendy appeared to be.
Okay, sorry I missed that. I was talking about the pit stop.
No. Getting missiles. Four people at the same time. Distracted.
I'm watching time intervals, and it looks like Mackie is trying to close in on 06. Guys in the front, the pressure is really on because after 6 laps into this race, the difference between Vodka and Slendy is 1.9 seconds, and Hamilton is still pushing on Slendy. So maybe with the first pit stop strategies, something will happen, or somebody has to hope something happens. Hamilton is losing a bit of ground now, probably through his damaged front wing. And oh, it looks like he had a slide or he hit the wall again, because he has a lot of front wing damage on the right side. Then the question is, does he decide to pit and take an alternate strategy and try the undercut, or is he just hanging on? And again we have Joker Vince in the pit, so he just made a stop. And again he goes for another front wing and back to the super soft tires. And I am also seeing a fight between Mackie and 06. Yellow in sector 1. And yellow is gone. Joker Vince retired just after a second stop. What happened there? No idea, but it looks like a technical problem. Oh, let's get back to the fight between Mackie and 0606. Or pronounce it the right way, 0606. And he's got a DRS run. Mackie has a DRS run on 06, so let's see what happens here. He's choosing the outside with 335 kilometers an hour, and we have a short yellow in sector 3. And Mackie did make the overtaking move 076. Looked like something happened to Hamilton because Dave is catching him now.
Yeah, like I said, in the final corner we saw Slendy taking the corner a certain way, and Hamilton didn't see it coming. He underbraked a bit. He hit the rear of Slendy and also hit his front wing, which.
Okay.
That's
Hamilton
why
is
he's
in the pits now.
losing time and going in probably right now for a setup soft, I imagine.
Well, he's going in for a front ring, that's for sure. But strategy-wise, yeah, it's the soft tires. I like the fact that he was impressed by my helmet, because he has the same one now. I heard him say it in my first race that he really liked the colors of it. So WRL Hamilton fell back to a 7th position after his pit stop. He's going to the soft tires, but still with 18 laps to go. I can't imagine he can make it. What do you think?
I think so. Actually, if you pit now for what tires did he go on?
He did go to the softs.
Yeah, then he'll be able to make it. This track is not harsh on the tires. You will lose some time in the end, but will be very possible to make it, even on supers.
Well, I wrote down the fact that he was sliding a lot and he had wing damage. So he had this pit stop at lap 8. Maybe if his strategy works out, we're gonna speak him afterwards.
Well, he's got to jump another 4 positions to get back on that podium.
That's true, but this is a long race and a lot of walls. Let's see.
Indeed.
Who's making up some time? Well, a quick rundown again. Still in the lead, Team Vodka Shot. For him, it looks like a Sunday cruise. Although Slendy is within 4 seconds of the lead in second place. In third, it's Easy Eye Dave. In fourth, we have WL Scaffa and L. Brown Brigadier in fifth. Ace in Blue in sixth in the Renault. Followed by his teammate WL Hamilton in 7th after his pit stop. In 8th in the Toro Rosso we got Mackie, or you could also say F4 CCI, but I think Mackie is the right way to pronounce it. In 9th we have the Social Mute in the Red Bull, and in 10th, last in the points, is 0606. And we got Joker Vince in 11th place, but it did not finish, and Social Mute with I think it was connection problems, because he did start it but he ain't gonna finish. If I need to look for the fights on the track, difficult to see, but probably will. Oh, we have a pit stop by WL Scaffa. Does he have damage? It doesn't look so. So this looks like a regular stop to me, and he's going out on the. Can't see. He's going out on the soft tires, and loses 2 places, and Hamilton is again in the pit. So it's a dreadful race for him. Can't see any damage. And we need to write this down. Lap 6 Scaffa. Lap 10, sorry. Scaffa, regular. And lap 10 Hamilton second time. Well, he needs to do a lot. Will Hamilton be back on the podium? And we're gonna switch to the onboard of or following Team Vodka Shot, because I'm interested in who is going for his first lapper. And that would be 0610. Yes, no, it's a yeah, it's 06. So in lap 11, Team Vodka Shot is going to lap 06. It's happening right now. Eric, could I ask you to do your mic a little bit further away?
No, of course.
Thank you. So in this case, strategy-wise, what would be the safest lap to come in?
Well,
Because
it all depends on the tire management of everybody. They had access to a number of tires here. It all depends on what they want to do. I suspect the one stop here is the quickest. So that would mean that everybody goes from the supers to the softs. No?
yeah. Ooh, vodka
Yep.
hit the wall.
So with the supers, I would say anywhere around lap 10 would be an ideal pitting scenario because they, well, there are new tires, but still, you will lose time after a certain amount.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking.
Especially in sector 2, you want to have that grip, so you don't want to wait too long.
Yeah, I think the maximum amount of laps on the super soft would be 15. And
That would be fair to say. It's almost, yeah, it's over half. So that would be silly for people to stay on it that long.
we have 06 into the pit, and I can see he has right from damage. And he's switching to the supers, so he will need another stop, and his teammate is stacking behind him. Ooh, that was bad teamwork. Because if he had the stack, and the stacker was Easy Eye Dave. Ooh, he's losing a lot of time. 7 seconds before they even started to switch to the soft tires. And the other guy in the pits is Mason Blue. And he's also going to the soft. That's a regular strategy for most of the people. Let's see, lap 12. Haas teammates stacking. Do you think it was an effect of bad communication between the team members, or it was just the front wing change which took too long for Zero says?
Honestly, it's a guessing game at this point. I would suspect that communication is not an issue. They're usually quite vocal about when to pit. So it must have been out of necessity, was my guess.
Well, I wrote it down. If there is a possibility that one of them is going to the podium, we'll ask them. Let's see, we got a fight brewing between Brown Brigadier and WRL Scaffa, and we got a fight brewing between Mackie and Mason.
Scaffa just overtook him.
Yeah, because Brown Brigadier is into the pits, I can't see damage, so that's good for him. Easy Eye Dave overtook Brown Brigadier. And he's going to the soft tires. Well, these are the regular.
Hamilton will get close.
I'll watch the pit exit.
No, he's out already. Hamilton going into corner 1 now. He's in range though.
Yeah, he's in shooting range, but we're gonna switch back to Mason Blue because he's putting the pressure on Mackie. He's into the DRS. Does he go for a launch immediately?
Both have done their first stop already. Not sure if either of them had to switch noses, but...
Well, for Mason Blue, I know for certain he didn't switch his front wing.
Orange colour scheme.
And for Mackie, yeah, it's a difficult race for him. He struggled in qualifying, and it looks like he's struggling a bit now again. Time difference. It's keeping quite the same. It's just upon who has the best exit to the corner. And on this fast section, probably if he wants to do something, he needs to do it in the DRS straight. Oh, they hit it. Did they hit each other? Or did Mackie just...
I am not certain. I think Mackie backed off a bit.
Could be, because he took a very wide line, so... That's a shame, because this could be a beautiful fight.
Hamilton closing in on Brown Brigadier, almost 2 seconds behind now. Shaved off a second and a half, so it's going to be a fight in the next few minutes.
Maggie is into the pitch with front right damage. How much of pit stuff does he have? Detail. Stops. He's going to the softs and like I can see it looks like his first stop. So maybe it was just a wise decision to go now. Ah, no, it's his second stop. And he overshot the second corner. He came out of the pits and just overshot the second corner. Another thing what's interesting, what I can see, is that Team Vodka Shot and Slendy didn't stop yet.
Hamilton will be looking to secure his fourth championship this season.
No, they can't wait too long either.
Strategy-wise, I can see why Vodka didn't stop, because he's on the soft tires.
That's right. He started on the soft, so he will keep driving until for another few laps here, 2 or 3.
Yeah, and for
not too long
Slendy,
though.
it's the same.
Well, if they wait too long, Scaffa will come closer, so you gotta be smart about it.
Yeah, but the stop here takes about 28 seconds.
Usually about 20 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, you got the very narrow pit entry, so you need to slow down a lot. This is a beautiful view. You see one car coming to the back of the track and the other one to the front. Looks beautiful. And we also see that Hamilton is within striking distance of Brown Brigadier. Closing in the gap really hard, and we have a yellow in sector 1. Big yellow. Ooh, we have a driver in the wall. It was a Ferrari, but does that mean it was Slendy? It looks like it.
Yeah, it was Slendy. He dropped instantly 6 seconds, so he had an incident.
Missed that.
If you want to switch to Hamilton, he's about to overtake.
Yeah. Slendy also has left front wing damage. That's new. Oh, Hamilton in the wall.
Close. I think he's still whole.
There's no damage to be seen, but he did touch the wall. That was a lucky escape for him then.
Indeed. Well, now he's got a big gap of 10 seconds to make up to Easy Out Dave, and I suspect that's not going to be achievable in 10 laps.
Well, we all know Hamilton. If he goes for it. So what other lap times doing? Best lap time for Easy Dave was a 1:45, and his telemetry on my second screen tells me that it's a bit quicker than that at the moment. So Maybe we could see what Hamilton is doing. Oh, and both Team Vodka and Slendy are in the pits. Vodka is already out, Slendy is changing his nose. And where is Kaffa? He's going into turn 1 and he did overtake Slendy. Well, in this case it's a nice race for Kaffa then. Just keeping his calm and trying to do his best he can. And at the moment it brings him to second place with Slendy 5 seconds back. And that's exactly the time of the front wing change.
Red Bull driver, if that's the case.
Let's see, are there any other fights on the track? Well, for our viewers, we're gonna do another rundown. On the Sunday drive is Team Vodka shot in first place. Second, just over to Slendy is WL Scaffa. So Slendy is in third. EGI Dave is in fourth. In fifth we got WR Hamilton, and we have a yellow sector 1. We have a spin car.
This year will mark
Brown
Russian Grand Prix
Brigadier.
4th year at Sochi.
He's facing the wrong way. He's trying to turn his car.
This year we've seen the introduction of the somewhat controversial team
with the
with
small streets it's quite difficult, I see.
increased downforce and grip. Along with the introduction of wider tyres, we've seen some very interesting racing.
Oh, this is taking a long time for him. But what was out? Well, fifth was Hamilton. He's chasing the back. Or he's trying to chase the back with a spin. Oh, and he lost his front wing. Is this something to do with the endurance of the driver? The losing focus, or?
I think this is, we know Hamilton's driving a no assist, so there's always a struggle there, and we know for a fact that he doesn't like this track, and perhaps he did have some wing damage from that incident in the wall, so all those three things could have been something.
Okay, and there is another yellow, but I can't figure out where. And Hamilton, after a spin, decided to pit again. Which is quite obvious with that amount of damage and a spin like that. And let's see what he's going to do. He's going to switch on to the super soft tires. Takes another win. Well, in this case, I think his race is done. Don't you think?
Yeah, we can see the time between 1 and 2. That's done. Perhaps 2 and 3, they're still in a good fight there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But and then 8 and 9, 2 and 3, 8 and 9. Focus on. We're gonna pass this lap on Vodka on the supers.
Okay, and we have Brown Brigadier exiting pits, and we have a spin for the social mute. What happened there? That looked very odd, because the moment
I suggest you
switched,
hop on board with Slendy as we see him get closer and closer to Scotland.
Thank you. The moment with social, the moment I switched camera view to him, I saw him sliding backwards into the corner, and now he's out. Quite strange. He hit the wall here. So probably those two things connected. Had some damage with his first spin and just overshot the corner and hit the wall.
Somewhat controversial team wing Charlotte, which is designed to increase.
Slendy is closing in fast on the super soft tires.
Yeah, he's right behind him. He's smart, he'll wait for the long straight.
If he's smart. I don't know the guy well. Is he a guy who is going?
Yeah, he plays
like,
the patience game. He plays the patience game. He'll take the or he'll do the move when he feels it's right. As you can see, he's keeping his distance to avoid wind damage. He's lining him up for a good exit here. If you watch.
Yeah.
There you go, and then you'll see him switch his fuel in a second here to do the overtake, and he'll do it cleanly.
We could see he's already in rich mode.
And it's gonna come either
The
way.
outside.
Yeah, either way, this straight is so long that Scaffa can, if he's Slindy smart, he'll double back, he'll block the inside. Well, okay, no, unnecessary.
Well, it was a nice, thoughtful move. Just no Max Verstappen style. Just wait and see, and when the moment's there, you're already gonna have it. That's nice. You did good. And we have another pit stop from 06, and it would be his 4th stop. So he has a dramatic race in this case. He still is in the points, of course, but and we got a set of super softs on it. And he brushes the wall, coming after his pit stop. And who is that behind him? Looks like Hamilton is lapping him. So for any of our viewers, if they want to join the WRL, what do they have to do, Laidback?
Well, it's very simple. There are some spots left, not many, but some. And really all they have to do is either respond to the profiles made on Xbox Live, on the Xbox itself, or they send a message to one of our recruiters, which is in this case Brazilian or Sturge 1997. I'm not going to spell out the names, but if you search for clubs on Xbox Live, you know, type in Whisky, just an I, Racing League, then you'll find us and you'll be able to find the correct person to send a message.
Okay, thank you for
As we see, social mute DNF, something happened to him.
crash. I
No,
saw the
he's
yellow, but
Pits.
that's strange. With 1 point, I hope for him, he had a point, so I hope for him it wasn't something like terminal damage or whatsoever. Hey, we got Scaffa in the pits and Dave within overtaking him. The Scaffa switched back to the super softs. Well, yes, and he changes his front wing. So at the moment it's Dave, EGI Dave in third. Scaffa 26, that's a late stop.
if that's the case. Rookie lap.
Oh, that's noted. Let's see if he can catch this up. Well, it's 23 seconds. It's the last. We got Easy Dave in the castle section.
Oh, and there goes Brown Brigadier.
And that's the same corner he crashed before. He lost his right wheel. Looks like it. Yeah, it's his right wheel which is damaged. So probably brushed the wall on the left side and yeah, it went in like a ping pong ball. Well, for 06 is the race starting to come towards him, even though he has the most amount of stops of all, with 4 stops.
Oh, Vodka is having... Oh dear, Vodka has an issue. He overshot the corner.
Missed it. Whoa, another thing. Can see it switching between all the drivers. Nothing to see. So Vodka did overshot the corner.
Yeah.
And that's lap 23 then. Write it down. Well, it looked like him for a Sunday cruise, but if he's starting to miss corners, then I don't know yet.
Big gaps between everybody.
Yeah.
Looks like Team Renault's got position 5 and 6. Ferrari, Mercedes 1, Ferrari 2. We got a Haas 3, Red Bull 4. Toro Rosso 7.
I'm sure Max
and
has
another Haas.
wet day. Certainly see some interesting.
4, 5 and 6 for the Renault. That's the highest team marking, I would say. It's 22 points, although both guys going to run away with 25 points. Ferrari 18 points. Haas is going to take 15 plus 4 points, so it's 19 points. That's still okay as far as constructors.
Okay, and drivers championship, how is that standing?
That's a good question. Not knowing at this point. But,
okay, well, with
next
everything
week
I
there will
saw,
be more.
it looks like Vodka or Hamilton is taking the lead in it. And Slendy in third, probably. All the top speeds on this track are really amazing. They are going above 330 kilometers an hour. With 1.5 lap to go, do you think it's possible? Yeah, it is that Vodka shot would overtake 06 again? Because laps are going
Oh,
to
that's a good
145.
question.
Yeah, Sochi. Striking force India liveries, white change from their usual orange colours.
at lap 26, the end of 26, I believe that will be Vodka's third win this season, fourth win this season.
I don't know. I started this job a race back, so. I'm really grateful for it. It's fun to do, and if you see these guys racing like this, WRL has good fights. It's awesome to see. And Team Vodka Shot just entered this last lap. He has a 28 second gap to Slendy. In third, with a 22-second gap, is Easy Eye Dave. 18 seconds behind that, it's WRL's Kaffa. 23 seconds after that comes WR Hamilton. And another 20-second gap of Maze and Blue. Then the next gap is 18 seconds for Mackie in the Toro Rosso. And with a 1 minute 42 of the distance on Mackie is 0.06, but he's still in the points. And we're gonna switch back for Team Vodka Shot. Is going into the fast left-hander. Just after the castle section.
Baku is really known, especially in league racing, for having really dull races, because there's, as you can see, there's big gaps for everybody, and that's usually due to the crashes and people either liking it a lot or hating it. There's really not any middle ground for Baku. So I personally love the track myself, but I seem to be one of them.
Yeah, well, I'm loving Sector 1 because it's all flat out, and after that it's just dramatic. And we got a nice leader from Team Vodka Shot who wins the race. Slendy is also coming on to the main straight. Yes. In the fast sweeping corners, well, that thing, the sweeping corner, it's utterly fun to drive because it's left, right, and far above 200 meters. And also, Slendy is happy. He's also leaving. That's good for him. Let's switch on to Easy Eye Dave, who is going into the sweeper right now, and out again. It's going dead fast. And on my second screen I can see he has a little bit of damage. Just probably think he would be really happy with this. Over the finish line he comes. Skaffa is on the last straight, final meters of this race. He also had a quite eventful race. And the last one to finish with 3 stops is WRL Hamilton. Laidback, after this race, could you get the guys into our party for the podium interviews?
I will invite them, and I will link you to the interviews to do for you.
We're gonna do it together, mate.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to get going, but I'll be sure to invite him right now. We got vodka.
Thank you very much.
I'll take the recording first of the necessary data.
Yeah, I should have was you.
Looks like no penalties, surprisingly enough.
Oh, okay.
The incidents also not penalty at all. And that is the recording. Let me get the guys in here. So we got Vodka, Slendy, and Dave. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.